Hello and welcome to episode number 27 of this Let's Play Workers and Resources Soviet Republic here at HanniballNOR's channel. So there has been a... yes, there has been a patch. Oh my, oh my. And I'm not having like a crazy laugh here. It is a good patch. But I wish we had it last episode. Alright. So remember we struggled with this and tried, oh gosh, where can we fit this in here? Can we fit it in here? We have to build an entire new town, which was kind of where we ended up on. All right, let's go and have a look here. We will talk a little bit about patch notes here. You know what? Maybe I could bring it up. I think I had it here somewhere. Yes, new version 1.1.17. All right. So, we have an issue here. This vehicle here is stuck. It's not going anywhere. This, sadly, the only way to fix this is to do this. But this has been fixed, so that shouldn't happen anymore. Hopefully. But yeah, the coaling station. The big thing that we set up here, right? The whole delivery system, we combined that with all the stuff within here. Yeah, refueling. Right. Look. No, wait. This one. Alright, it's a tiny one. 30 tons of coal and 50 cubic meters of water. We can just add it in on the line, like... if we want to have it here, we could have it basically everywhere. Yeah. Yeah, what can I say? I mean, we could have it in here without too much of a hassle. You know, we could have it basically in here if you wanted. Man, this is great. But there are a ton of new things, and I've had been testing a little bit behind the scenes of camera. And I'll show you a great new thing. No, actually, I can't say send it. Show it here. I'll show it here. Yes, in the Industrial Carpenter's Workshop. We go in here. There is a new blueprint here. What do I see? Horse-drawn harvesters? Yes, that is exactly what I see. So now we can automate it. Now, I've kind of tried to run a test with big farms. So basically, if we have one plow and one harvester, that should be able to deal with one field. But if we have, let's see, 1, 2, 3, 4, so we can have 4 big fields fully automatically, and then we'll just put a distribution center next to it. And then they can go and pick up all the crops. Yeah, it's that easy. It's that easy. Oh, we can fully automate farms now. All right. But yeah, let's talk about the patch notes here. Can I get a screen recording? Not a screen, but a screen recording. That would be nice. There we go. All right, so we fixed the stuff in here. Fix accidentally clicking loyalty requirement and other sliders. Also fixed. By the way, you can see this is there no date here yet? 25th of March. So I'm a little bit ahead on the recordings. Fix an issue with the cancel delete button on the loading screen. No idea. Correct the grocery store capacity. So basically, I think they have increased the amount of food, meat, and electronics you can store in them. Or in grocery store. I'm not quite sure if that is all the stores or is... because there is a building called grocery store. Increase required worker for early game incinerator. Basically, we need more workers to burn trash. You know, they have to do it by hand or shovel or whatever they do. Change how the waste treatment plant works. Okay. It is possible to replace horses with diesel. So if we go in here and do this here, we can now replace these with cars. That's basically what that means. Let's see here. Where were we? There is a ton. I mean, this is big. Let's see. Change how the waste treatment plant works. It's possible to replace the horse with diesel. Yeah. Fix an issue with the road. Could be deleted. I've never seen that happen. But fix an issue with upgrading bridges with wooden electrified rail tracks. Increase bounding box for the Lookout Cafe. I don't think we actually have unlocked that yet. Fixed an underlaying SFX for the one-lane road. It doesn't tell me anything, but they fixed something with the one-lane road, which is good. Added a small rail construction office that we looked at. Added a small water well. Now, it could actually be that we had this patch last episode. I just didn't know about it. No, that couldn't be. But this is the small water well, which we are basically using to pump water into our big construction office here. And they also added in a small water treatment plant. It's not very big. 120 cubic meters of water. Yeah. So it's basically half the size of it. So that means you can use only one big water pipe. Alright, so what to now? Water well. They also added a horse demolition office. I thought they had that. So there is... This probably looks very similar to construction offices. Yes, but it's not the same building because you see this part here is shorter, so it's not the same. Added a small prison, added an old prison. Now that we knew, that has been there for a while, so there is no new smaller prisoners. This guy, this is basically the one we had. I think that came out in 1.16. Added a trolley bus, reduced LK trolley bus capacity by 10, added 2 decorative colonnades. I don't actually know what a colonnade is, to be perfectly honest, but I know where it is, and we're gonna be kind of showing it. So it's basically like a, I don't know, like a path thing. So basically how this works. So let's say we... okay, how can we demonstrate that? At least I think it works that way. Okay, so let's have a long footpath out here. We'll put down a grocery kiosk here, and we'll see here. So how far away can we get? So what is it, 240 meters we can get? Yeah, 240 meters. But yeah, let's now add in that little thing here. Kind of like so. Maybe it doesn't work that way. Maybe I was wrong. Maybe I was wrong. Alright. I basically thought that they stopped the counting here and continued the counting after they went through this. But who was it that said that? It was one of the YouTubers that covered it. I don't think it was Bebo Joe. Maybe it was. That or Oh, the guy that I never remember the name of. He always covers all the stuff, all the new stuff. Silver something. All right, so what else do we have? Revamp the texture, so we're getting a more high definition texture of these buses here. Fix the wheels wasn't spinning. Never noticed that before. A whole bunch of fixes to a whole bunch of vehicles. Revamp the texture, some more texture updates. Added a whole bunch of vehicles, I think. I think all of these are Western vehicles. And then here comes the fun part. There's actually two fun parts here. Added another statue. All right, so they have added several new statues. I don't know if you remember. I think it was maybe in the previous season. I said, wait, what? Well, there's a little tank here. A little military tank. A little pew-pew thing. And then they added in this statue here. I mean, they all look gorgeous. And here we have like a proper Soviet tunnel worker, miner. I think it actually is a miner and some sort of educated person. I don't know. Either that. No, maybe he has like a military hat on his hand. So maybe some sort of, it's probably some sort of government official. Yeah, so they added in 3 new, well, theoretically 4 new, 3 new statues and a tank, right? That makes me very, very happy. And then they replaced the disassembled BR-80, which we bought yesterday. No, was it yesterday or the day before that? Or the episode before that? So now I don't think we can buy the disassembled. No. So we bought this in the nick of time. That's right. So we have like a mega thing going on now with regards to the track layers. So they replaced that with the Dampfkran. We added a miner statue. Yeah, it's a miner statue, not a tunnel worker. Reduced the bolt max speed from 70 to 55. So, yeah, a whole bunch of balances. Another statue. Added Icarus. There's some buses, I think. Just trying to see if there's anything that kind of will affect us. Added an early... Oh, this is cool. Added another early start gate. Okay, so what that means, it's not a gate. Like... Well, it is a gate, but it's a gate for trains. Let's just get rid of these. And this looks fantastic. I really, really love it. I feel like it just emanates Soviet Republic from it. If we can figure out where it is. I think it is under here. This guy here. So you can kind of see it has like the red stars on it. I kind of feel like that is just oozing Soviet Republic. I think they also added in some more stuff here. That is the guys we looked at, right? The underpasses thingies. But I think this is new. You might correct me. I'm not 100% sure if this is new or not. I feel like it is new. This also looks new. And this is the old one-way rail gate. And there should also be a two-way rail gate. Yep. And what else? Aha! Yeah, they added a whole bunch of new things here. There was added in some wooden residential buildings, which we can have a look at right now. You have this one here. It kind of looks kind of like, I don't know, like, yeah, this is where you go on your first prom in 1970, or, yeah, maybe 1970 if you live in Norway. Every building is built with wood here. And then you have this guy here, which is kind of, Interesting, it has a whole bunch of color codes. I wish they added like a whole new tab here, like residential, tiny houses. But this can have up to 5 workers. This can have up to 20 workers. We're never going to build that because it only has a quality of 60. Yeah. It looks great, but quality of 60 is definitely not good. This, on the other hand, we can build. So we could have like a little private little area where they can live. But I wish they had more variants of it. Especially when you look at the Siberian map, all the cool buildings that they have there. Why can't they implement those? Just give us another tab. I don't think they added any other houses here. And yeah, the small cooling station we talked about, added horse-powered combined harvester, reworked steam locomotive SFX, adjust stalling, so they kind of have nerfed a whole bunch of vehicles, I feel like. But vehicles that we're not using. Fixed vehicle family, yep. Added more vehicles, a whole bunch of more vehicles. So yeah, I think that is that. Let's do that, so you don't have to look at me my thing anymore. Yeah. So that is that, I guess. Yeah, there was one more thing I kind of wanted to show you. I think we now have like every category of vehicles, because I do remember that they were missing. Yeah, these are new, I think. So we were missing ambulances on the western side. They don't know how to do healthcare, obviously, or something. But yeah, back to the Let's Play. We are currently having some issues. Did we take away that guy? Yeah, we sold that guy. We probably are going to be doing more farming, I would imagine. But we do actually have a little bit of an economic issue here. We'll reduce that to only 2 people. Believe it or not, even though it says we are doing fine, we're not doing fine. And the main thing comes down to this. Oh, did we not fix that? Need to go that way. So what I think we're gonna do, I think we're gonna be building this bridge here first before we do anything. We'll just keep all this. I know we have like a small coaling station. Could be nice to have one here somewhere. Another thing, I've been playing so much I just, this is like a drug for me, this game. I just can't put it down. Yeah, I was kind of playing with an idea here, because eventually we're going to be storing vehicles, right? I know we only have room to build or have one train parked here at a time. So what I think we'll do is build, let's say we build cargo wagons, right? So we'll move them in here, so we can build like a setup like we did in previous season, not the horse update, but the early start DLC. But yeah, let's get to work here. We are gonna have to fix a couple of things here. We're just gonna have to wait for a little bit of a window, just like that. All right. We're going to be removing this road, and we're going to be bringing it back. But we're going to give it a little bit of a better angle here. Just to kind of give it a little bit of a better flow. Like so. I feel like there was a whole bunch of other things that I had to fix. This thing. So we That was previous episode, right? Yeah. You are... Ah, we're gonna need more oil tankers. So let's buy 6 of them. We're also gonna be buying that blueprint. That one. And we're also gonna be... just had to check. So we're gonna be building those. I do also think that we have some issues here, because right now, these are the guys that are delivering in here. And I think we're going to set that to the fuel thing. And we'll set you to deliver, I don't know, 20%. Means that these are going to be constantly busy, and I hope they will go down here. I feel like sometimes they do, sometimes they don't. But I think they will go down here, because I think that is easier for them. Yeah, that's what they do. How many horses do we have? We have only 1. Okie dokie. And here, also, we'll just start off all of these, because we are kind of building up these again, and we kind of don't want that to happen. We kind of don't want that to happen. So let's just finish this, and let's also keep an eye on this area here. So I'm a little bit worried when winter comes, we're gonna have to put on the priority here again. Because for some reason, when winter arrives, they will not use this thing here, and they will all leave from here. Which will build up. Let's see, we have 1 more. Like so, and then we can remove them. Another thing, now that we have combiners, that probably means we can do biological waste. But yeah, we're gonna have to babysit this a little bit. I'm kind of tempted to not do that, but let's do it anyways, right? Because we're gonna be planning a city here, a glorious town. Which probably means we would like to have another bridge. Yeah, it's all about the bridges here. Yeah, that probably means we're gonna need to have some fueling stations here. Where's the one-way? There. So, how can we do this and make it look nice? Can we not fit you in here at all? That is a no. What if we did something here? Have like a fueling station in here, right? That means you need to come off here, and you also need to come back here. I don't think we have enough space for that. Let's see, we're gonna have to use a one-way road in that case. How close can we get here? About here, and then you need to come off here. I don't think that's gonna be... I don't think that's gonna be doable. It will be easy to get it down here, right? Because then we'll just do... I say that. It never goes the right way. I wonder why that is. anything to do with which way we do it? No. Well, anyways, we would like you to go... Sure you don't want to do that? What if we just make a little thing like that? Is that gonna work? And it's gonna work. So let's go down. To about here. Then we also need to have a road coming back down again. Why are we doing that? It's an excellent question. It's an excellent question. It's going to be like that. So you can now come in here and you can go back. Why do we want that? Because we want... Then you coming in here. Easy. Leave easy, right? But if you come that way, we might have to do... something like that. This must be a, there must be a way to I think that's a little bit too close. Okay, so that means... Oh, by the way, can we actually get a road through here? Is that a no? Like so. And then... we actually take that one away and have you just continue into that part of the road. Like so, and then you come in here. Ah, you're not gonna fit in here due to the... Right, then we'll have you... line with that one. So we could just do the middle one, you know, since it's there. Then you should be able to come in here. Like so. And then you're supposed to come in here. So up here. Yeah, that's kind of how we would like to do it, I think. But this looks but ugly. So let's see if we can fix that. Okay, we have an idea. We are going to stick to it, but let's see if we can make it look a little bit prettier. How can we make it bend the other way? Okay. And then I also think we'll do something like that. Like that. And let's also see how this is going. Nothing is stuck here, which is good. And then we want you to come in and merge into here. Wait, are all these wrong way? You come from here and you go out here. And then you come from here and you go in here. Yeah, that makes perfect sense. You come in here, go in here. And then... you go in like that. Is this feasible to have on a highway? Well, they're gonna have to refuel somewhere, right? Oh, just did the thing. All right. All right. Very, very complicated, but it looks nice. All right. Now, now the fun part begins, because here we're gonna have to squeeze in a fueling station or a feeding station. And I also wonder, are we going to be able to squeeze in fire protection here? Is that necessary? I don't know. Is this the biggest one we have? Wooden 30, 60, that's the biggest we have. We kind of need it to align to here. Of course, that's not gonna work. That's gonna work. The one way also is not gonna work. So that probably means we would like to see the 61. Probably would like to have you somewhere here. Okay. And then could we also squeeze in a tiny distribution center here? Are we pushing the limits here? Yes. Depots. No. Distribution center. Oh man, we are... oh gosh, we could almost do it. What if we try to squeeze this down to this lane here? Then we should be able to do it. And we also need to remove you guys again. And now, cross your fingers. Is this gonna work? It is. Why does this always turn to look so nasty? Hey, that works. Now you're gonna go that way, you're gonna come in here. Then we're gonna have a tiny, tiny little distribution center. And we're not gonna get a fire station in here, are we? You know what? We actually might. We actually might. And you don't have access to garbage? Well, we'll fix that. But we could also... Yeah, I think we'll do that. Now here, every little inch counts. That's what my girlfriend said. Right, so you go in here. And you go in on a nice angle. No, you're not going to go in on a nice angle. Like so. And then distribution center. I wish it was a tiny little bit smaller. Tiny little bit. Wait, if we just move it out here, we should be able to... Oh, do we want to have it that way or that way? I think we'll have it this way. Like so. So we have a tiny little distribution center here. His main purpose in life is to build this one up. You had, what, 60? So that's 60 trips back and forward here. Yeah, that's going to be great. And then we wanted to have fire coverage here, just so this little area here doesn't burn down. To see where we could potentially squeeze in a foot pop. Right, so let's get a tiny little fire station up here. One little fire station. Well, it's gonna be like this then. Like so. Now, we're gonna need to get waste in here. I'm tempted to just do potentially something like that. I'm just gonna walk over here. Oof. All right. Risky. So that should cover both of these, right? Now, theoretically, we could actually have made... Ooh, could have made like an overpass here. But I don't think that would help. Actually, I'm not quite sure of that. Let's do another test here. Alright, let's say we have footpath, right? And then we have some big abyss here. So we decide to build like one of these over here, over the abyss, right? Then we have a house here. It's this new wooden house, right? And then that works. Okay. That is kind of what I wanted to look at. It's kind of what I wanted to see. So... now the question is, would this fit in here? So I believe it's a little bit too big. Oh, also it's crooked as all heck. My oh my, can't have that. But it could also be that the other one, the concrete one, is... Wait, wasn't there supposed to be a concrete one? Oh, there we go. Alright, look at that. No problem. I think it was mainly because it was very crooked, right? Then now you don't want to... to go in here, okay? It's not one thing, it's another, right? here's what we're gonna do. We're gonna try and remove the road. And we'll bring this up as high as we can. All right. Now we're using all the stuff. Okay, so that means we also would like to have you guys to actually walk all the way down here. Is that even going to be a possibility? So you are... I believe it is. If we upgrade this to gravel. Told you. So that means we can have a little bit of fire coverage down here as well. Now, we're not going to be building any of this. This is just a... let's see what the F is going to happen. But I kind of like this area. I think we're also going to be decorating this. We'll put down some... I don't know, some... privacy fences here, maybe. Yeah, maybe something like that. Just a tiny little fueling station. And also it's going to be protected by fire stations. This guy here we can actually just build right away. As that is going to help these guys out. Right. Copy you and put you in here. And we're just going to do something like that. We don't need workers to come down here. Yeah. Are we doing this correctly? You're going to go in here. We're going to go over that again. And then you're going to come... I think that is correct. Looks correct to me. So, yeah, you're coming from here. Oh, gosh, I need to feed my horse because he's dying. Okay, then you go in here. And you feed. And then you leave again. Here, and then you go on your way. And same here. Come in here. Oh, no, my horse is hungry. Well, then you go in here. Potentially wait here, and then you go and feed your horse here, and then you leave again. You leave that way, and then you're on your way. All right, good. Yeah, I didn't plan this. This was just something that I thought, because eventually we're gonna have to, you know, build something out here, hopefully. And you know, it is what it is. How is this coming along? Not very good. We're missing 60 tons of concrete. Okay. And we don't actually have anything here yet. How many horses do we have? We have 5. So let's take one more. Put that on the fuel line here, since we did lose one. And you guys... set you to 100 maybe. Alright, so it is going kind of alright, but it... Basically, when we see that the backlog starts here, like it is now, then we're going to have a little bit of an issue. Then we're going to have to set a priority. So we're going to have to be a little bit kind of all over the board here. Because if this starts to backlog, everything go. I mean, it's fine if this backlogs a little bit. It's just basically money that we're getting in. Another thing I would like to do is, let's just increase this. I mean, why not? Alright, we're also doing a ton of, well, we're doing this. We're doing that, alright? So let's do that. I do believe that the staircases here actually do need maintenance. Just trying to see if there is actually windows in here. Well, no privacy for you, my friend. Also, some research has been done. Good, good. We would like to do what? Radio signal, maybe? Alright, everybody aboard that research. And if we speed up a little bit here and look at this traffic here, how often do they get through here? Not very often. Yeah, not very often. Oh, that's not nice. We're gonna put out the electrical fire. Good. Oh, hi, Chatsky. You decided to join us for the last few minutes of the episode here. Nice. Very nice of you. Also feel like we don't have very many workers here. Is there a reason for that? Just make sure they're not going somewhere else. Oh, you know what? We have an issue. Oh no, we're gonna have to supply this with fuel and sewage as well. Because we moved it because we wanted to have this guy here. I mean, in the long run, it's gonna be worth it anyways, right? If we have this here, which was it 70 tons of oil it would be producing. So what I think we'll do, basically, so my plan is we're going to be building these bridges here before we build the rail construction. I also know exactly what kind of rail thing we're going to be building. I have done a little bit of research. It is a tram. It is not this one. It is another one which has expired. But that is basically the only thing we can build here that can be picked up with these. So we're going to be building a couple of those until we get enough money to buy a proper locomotive. And, you know, when we only have 2 people here in this guy, the track building is going to take a while anyways, so I think that is going to be okay. You can already see that the queue line here is queuing up a little bit. But yeah, I wonder if that is going to be it for today's episode. Let's get that in as our thumbnail for today. Hopefully it will. If it doesn't make sense, this thing here, please let me know. But at least we have a fueling station out here. So with that, my friends, I just want to say thank you so much for watching. If you haven't already, would you kindly click that like button? There should be a subscribe button, a comment section, all the good stuff you can find underneath the vehicle, underneath the video. Oh my gosh, I have vehicles on my brain. Yeah. And all interactions, of course, they go far helping us fight that pesky YouTube algorithm. So yeah, until next time, take care and keep smiling.